The bed is messed up for Astro, the bags are packed, and yes, I am serious. When I leave for trips, I purposely mess up my bedding so she can burrow in it like we do at nighttime or when she wants her naps. But it's easier for her to do that if it's all messed up. So I messed up the blankets so she can crawl in between them because I will not be here to put her in the blankies. And then I have all the bags packed, though I think I want to switch this bag over to this style bag because if anybody sees this in the back seat, they might think it's something important because all it is my winter coats and my boots. And I think it'll fit in that size bag. And again, that looks like a grocery bag. It doesn't look like luggage that could potentially have something of high value, even though it doesn't. So I'll probably go downstairs and switch those, but other than that, we need to get all this into the car. This is my essentials, my purse, some basic products, my laptop, all of that, wallets. This has drinks in it, so it is all the drinks I'm gonna be drinking on the trip, and my hat. This is 2 coats and a pair of hiking boots. This is the thing that's gonna be next to me in the car that's gonna keep my drinks cold, and I actually have some lunch in there. And then this is my checked bag. Yes, I have a full checked bag full of clothes. I'm sorry, but warm clothes take up so much space. Like, I have way more luggage for this week trip in the cold than I do and any other vacation because usually it's like warm attire and it takes up like no space. But we got like sweaters and jeans and leggings and hats and scarves and it just takes up a lot of room. And then also everything else is for the car ride for the most part. So either way, I need to get downstairs and we need to start leaving because as of now, I'm leaving like 30 minutes later than the ideal time, which was 12 o'clock. This is my trunk, my clothes, my drinks, and my hat, my shoes, my jackets. This is actually a bag of bags. And then in the front seat, there's me, myself, and I. And then on this side, sorry it's dark in here, I have my cooler and then I have my purse. We are starting out with my car at 217,586 miles. Let's see what we are when we get back. Oh, also a full tank of gas. I was good to myself. But yeah, it is a very gray day. Now, I don't have to do anything for 23 miles, so I figured I would eat my salad that's inside there. I feel like I am hardly in frame, but I did not bother moving my tripod from the spot that it sits while I'm using like GPS and music, because the moment I move it, then I have to move it back again for driving, so you're just gonna get these weird angles. And I am going to eat my salad. It might be weird that I packed that, but I was trying to use everything that was left in the fridge, and there was a salad left in there. Oh, this opened a little. Hopefully not too much spilled out. And what was left in the fridge was another salad mix, and I figured, you know what, might as well eat it and not let it go to waste. And it's also delicious, but probably a weird thing to eat while you're driving. But I've ate weirder, so might as well. My goal though is to not have to slam on my brakes and wear this. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I think these are dill croutons. Yum. It's a nature bridge. I've never been on one of those before, or well, gone under one. Because what it is a bridge for animals to cross over from like one side of the freeway to the other. So it was all trees above there. That was pretty cool. This is so weird. We're like exiting off the highway and there's a line of us all going on to Route 66, the famous Route 66. The point is, it's like we got off that highway, looped around, now we're under here. It was such a long line and now I think almost all of us are going onto the same highway. So slow. There's gotta be some kind of backup because we're going like 8-9 miles an hour. Oh, we picked up to 14, 15. The sun finally came out. I feel so much more awake. Look at it. There's only a few clouds. Makes me feel so much more awake. All the driving this morning, I just felt so tired and groggy and kind of like, And normally I'm not like that on road trips. Like normally I love road trips. So I was like, what is this? And I realized because the weather was so gross and it was just like a cloudy mess. And now the sun's out and I feel so much more awake. I'm so happy. And also I'm finally on the part of the trip where I'm basically just taking the same highway the whole way. There's no turning, no changing highways. I just keep going straight for the next 300 and something miles. I think I'm only turning when I'm turning off for the city that I'm planning on spending the night in. So at some point I'm gonna need to take a pee break as we talked about, and I'm also gonna need to pick my hotel and book my hotel and make sure it's one that has a later check-in. got off the main highway because we are going to get alien jerky. Though this doesn't look like the spot that I remember the alien jerky being, so I'm kind of questioning if I'm in the right spot, but we're about to find out.
Turn right onto I-15 Business Loop.
Oh, this one. It's gotta be this one. I don't know if you can see that. Alien jerky. Don't know where this truck is going. It's currently at 4:52 and it is 74 degrees. Definitely not gonna be like that when we get to Cedar City. So enjoy the warmth while I can, and a little bit of sunlight still out. It's kind of pretty. I feel like I stop here almost every time on the way home from Vegas, but now I'm driving past Vegas, but they always have the cute little alien car. See the alien inside of the car? We just gotta figure out what flavors they would like. My mom said to avoid anything spicy because they're not big spicy people, so we'll see what other ones sound good. Barbecue on the moon beef jerky, abducted cow beef jerky, lemon pepper. I have a feeling I'm gonna need the basket, so let's figure out what we're gonna get. So far, I have the abducted alien one because it's pineapple teriyaki. I actually got 2 of those, one for the family and one for me. And then I'm also thinking of roadkill original beef jerky, but actually I'm not fully sure what flavor that is, because again, they don't do hot, so we'll have to see on this one.
Oh dear, you were about to pass me by. Now I suppose I'll have to use force. The great alien fortune teller has wisdom for you.
Got all the jerky and a bag just to bring it to them, and now I'm pretty sure it's dark outside. Yep, it is dark now. Yes, the sun has mostly set. It's still a little bit of light out, but it's so nice out because it's like 70 something degrees. I'm figuring out what I'm going to eat, but it's just so nice out, and I know that as I drive more, it's just gonna get colder and colder. And I think Cedar City is like 30 degrees right now, and it's currently 74 here, warmer than I just came from. So it kind of feels nice to be here for a moment because it's about to be cold as heck. And the view is just pretty with the palm trees and the light coming through the clouds. Like, it looks like a photograph. A Dairy Queen stop. I decided not to get food though. I'm just getting a Blizzard, the turtle pecan cluster. I decided on Taco Bell for food instead. Just got one thing. I got my Taco Bell, and I've probably been dilly-dallying a bit too much because the goal was to get there at like 10:30, and now it says 11. But I also think it's because there's some traffic that just hit. So let's get on the road and hopefully we get there by 11. Because I have an early morning start. But that's why I kind of did today more laxed and later. Because I knew tomorrow was going to be an early day. Which I know sounds silly. But either way, I wanted to sleep in this morning so I could be more prepared to wake up early tomorrow and the day after. Let's get on the road. And there's Vegas, Vegas. So like the main strip is within here, and sometimes I would pull off the main highway and go get lunch or dinner in there, but not tonight. And stopping for gas again. It is down at least to 354. Not sure how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but I didn't realize where we were because it's dark, and I kept being like, what's in the sky? Because I kept seeing something like high up, and then I realized it's mountains. We're like weaving through the mountains, and there's mountains all around, but it's so dark you can't really see them, but like randomly you'll kind of see like light bouncing off the top of them. It is time to settle in. I turned on the heat. It is getting warm in here. It was already on, but like not as warm as I wanted it. And something kind of not so happy just happened. Nothing to do with this trip. So I'm going to try to move past what happened and enjoy my trip and know that everything happens for a reason. And better things come along. You know the silly saying, one door closes, another one opens. So we're just going to think positively and think that everything's going to work out the way it is meant to work out. And we are going to have a fantastic trip. I'm going to hop in the shower, get all warm, wash my disgusting disgusting hair. Actually, it's not like that, but it's kind of gross. And I want it to be clean for when I arrive at my grandparents. And I have to figure out when I have to leave, probably early. I probably have to leave at like 9 a.m. So we better get to sleep so we can wake up early and start driving again in the daylight so we can see all the pretty things around us. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. Good morning, we are heading out. This is my outfit. I was showing you a body mirror, but there is not one anywhere in this room. So I'm wearing my little vest that I got recently with a long sleeve, just black top. Normally I'd wear it unzipped, but I think the unzipped looked weird with the vest. And then I'm wearing pants. They are my flared jeans that fit so well. They're actually probably my only jeans in my size. Some boots that I was wearing yesterday. And it's perfect timing because the place I want to go to for lunch is far enough away that we're gonna get there around lunchtime. I'm gonna bring my coat for the front seat. And it's time to head out. Here's the view from the hotel. It's actually kind of pretty. The mountains are so pretty. This is the part of the trip where we bundle up and we play country music on the radio instead of my 2006 playlist because one, I like country music, two, the scenery just gives me country music vibes. I also found my hat and I put that on. Not sure if it fully works with the outfit. Again, don't have a body mirror, but I think I'm gonna wear the hat, just keep the head warmer but not as crazy warm as my big fluffy hats. And we are off for lunch and pretty scenery behind me, like come on, pretty. There's officially snow on the ground. Like it's not a lot of snow, but it's not like just the snow up in the mountains. Like I can see it. It's on the fields over here. All the fields with the animals, there's snow. Pretty snow. Is Cracker Barrel. I don't have any of these near me and I used to go to them all the time as a kid and a few times as an adult, so I figured I'd want to go again. Do you want to cast iron with Cracker Barrel writing on it? Scooby-Doo is totally starting to come back into like pop culture and I love Scooby-Doo, but I have not seen so much Scooby-Doo stuff in a long time. Like I feel like most of the time it was like before my era and now all of a sudden it's just showing up everywhere. Decided on the home style chicken. It comes with two sides. I'm either gonna do mashed potatoes or fries, and then I'm gonna do the fried apples. The fried apples are always so good, and it's so weird filming when I'm by myself, but the view is amazing here with the mountains. And if you didn't know this about Cracker Barrel, they're known for having the little game on the table and for having a bunch of like artifacty, like thrift store finds all over the walls, and it's actually pretty cool to look at. And the food is here. The chicken looks great. Mashed potatoes and gravy, the apples, and the cornbread's coming. The chicken tastes delicious. I also asked for the dill ranch because I wanted to try it, but honestly, it doesn't even need it. And then there's also cornbread, and who doesn't like some cornbread? I just finished up lunch. I saw all the pretty signs. It was so great to go to Cracker Barrel again. It's been so long, but now I have about 3.5 hours to get to my grandparents, and it looks like a storm is rolling in, so not so sure about that, but very happy that I got to take a long lunch break at a place I have not been to in a while. It's beautiful out right now, but again, I can definitely tell a storm is blowing in. It is dark clouds over the mountains now. It definitely was not that dark before. It's lighter over this direction. I'm not sure if I'm really going this way or if I'm going more into that. I realized I should probably throw on my hiking boots because when I get to their yard, it's gonna be hard to carry all of my luggage in these bad boys when they have like a gravel driveway, I think. So gravel driveway in these shoes, probably not a good combo. So my hiking boots are out. I'll probably put on my normal sneakers, but those are inside my luggage, so the hiking boots are already out. Might as well just put those bad boys on. That is just gorgeous. Literally gorgeous view. It is less than an hour now, and it still feels like the middle of gosh knows nowhere. There is basically nothing but gas stations and the random barn here and there. But other than that, it's just all mountains and a few cars that are driving along the same path. Whew, stop for the last gas break, and because I had to pee like a racehorse, and it is so cold out. Like, I don't know how you can see that, but either way, freezing. Oh, I don't even want to take out the hose because it's so cold. Oh, cold. Definitely cold enough to see my breath. Borderline needing an oil change, and it started flashing it needs oil, so I'm heading to Wally World. Just took out my contacts. I am at my grandparents' house. I'm in their basement. It gives me such retro vibes with the wood paneling. I'll show you in a minute. But point is, I arrived last night. We kind of just settled in, had dinner, talked a bit, and went to bed. And then today was Thanksgiving, so we went to my uncle's house. And then we talked for a while, had some appetizers, hung out. And then we had Thanksgiving dinner. And it's funny, the turkey wasn't ready until after we finished dinner and ate pie because it just didn't cook enough in the middle. And the turkey was delicious, but it was funny having that after you already had dessert. But there was ham, so there was already like meat as a part of the meal. But either way, it was delicious. It was great being with family that I don't see often and don't even really know too much about, but it was great to be a part of it when I have never been a part of their Thanksgiving ever before. So it was a cool experience. Here's the old paneling on the walls, and you can even see all the nuts in the wood. It looks so cool, and it's not what I think of when I think of wood paneling. So cool.
When I was working and traveling so much.
Leaving the grandparents' house now. It's good seeing them. We are going to ignore that I picked at the pimple on my chin that has been there for like a year, which I think is kind of rude because the pimple should leave by then. It makes me kind of question if the pimple is cancer, so TBD on that. I have left my grandparents. It was so good seeing them. I didn't film too much because obviously I'm around people that aren't on the internet and don't do social media and all of that, so I'm not going to film a ton, but I think I took some photos and some videos, so I'll insert those if I haven't already. My grandma gave me my grandma gave me my grandma present. My grandparents gave me my Christmas presents all wrapped up in the back, and then I also have a trash bag back there with a toolbox because I loved it. I saw it last time I was there, but I didn't really want to ask, so this time I did. I was like, does it have any sentimental value? This is this old cool toolbox. I'll show it to you. And now I'm kind of wondering if my windshield wiper fluid is frozen or empty, because I could have sworn I saw some in there, but it's not coming out and my windshield is dirty. So does windshield wiper fluid freeze? I don't know. My mom didn't answer. I have to Google that. Okay, on the road I go. Ta-ta. Wandering into Walmart before I go to some different thrift stores just because I kind of want to see, because one, I don't have a Walmart near me at all, and in addition to that I was curious what a Walmart here would be like. This is kind of cute. Oh, I thought it was pants. These ones are super cute, but I wish they had like this pattern in a red or a green. I don't see it. Oh, this would be so good in a green. I have such trouble keeping whites white. These ones are $9.98. I'm not sure what that is compared to like what my prices would be, but they do have an extra small. It's so soft. I'm putting them back purely because I know I won't keep them white. They do have the cute little bears though in pants instead of that whatever that thing was. Should I get the bears? They don't have an extra small, but they have a small. Should I get them? I feel like this is kind of expensive for Walmart. It's like $21, but online they're about the same. So there's the sparkly one, then there's the non-sparkly, but I think the sparkly one actually looks better, and I'm not a big sparkly person, so I think I'm gonna grab it because I want it for this Christmas show thing I'm going to. There's a Sonic. I haven't seen a Sonic in so long. I used to love to go there in high school. Obviously not this one, but now we're heading to another thrift store. I say another. First thrift store. The other one was Walmart. these two really cool clocks. I wonder how much these ones are. This one right here, love the metal on it. This one's $4. Don't know if it still runs. This one looks cool. This one's $6. Again, don't know if it works, but it looks so cool. You have to see all the way up there. Oh, look at that lamp and the lampshade. I kind of love this lamp. It's got some weight to it though. Oh, the wide lens show you. That looks so cool. It's heavy too. Beautiful. And I would never get it for $8 where I am. They even have an old medicine cabinet, and I love the detail on that. I thought that was metal at first. I think it's wood. And the glass fronts aren't even broken. Open sides here. Still has the old metal shelves on the inside. On some cool stuff, but this area just has such beautiful views of the mountains, and the sun is setting behind them. It's just so gorgeous around here. Put it near Grandpa's toolbox. And the oil. Probably look really weird if someone sees me park somewhere. This bad boy is heavy. The sun is setting and it is so cold. I was loading up the car kind of slowly, but the thrift finds in there were so good. I'm so glad I went. One, because prices are so much cheaper. Like, I could find maybe cool stuff like that where I am, but it would have been like 5 times the price. Like, that lamp alone probably would have been like 30, 40 bucks, if not more, because they know that it's worth something because it's old, and the metal alone is probably worth more than what I paid for the actual lamp. Like, I feel like if you scrap that lamp for the metal, it would be more than what I paid for it. Seriously, prettiest location for a thrift store. Gorgeous. Seriously, the sunset and views in this town are gorgeous. All the colors and the views of the mountain is just unbelievably beautiful. So glad I stopped. Like, look at the mountains and the sunset. Got my panda, and now it is time for Wendy's salted caramel frosty, because I keep seeing the ads for it and I want to try it. We have made it and checked into the hotel, or well, I should say motel. Let's be honest, we haven't been staying at hotels. Panda and a Wendy's drink. Yes, I made 2 stops so I could get specifically what I wanted. I don't know. Like, it's decently good, but it's not at all the flavor I expected. I forgot what it was in. I think it was something caramel, but it tastes like the caramel like candies. And if you hear the highway, this motel is literally like right on the freeway. I'll show you. I didn't fully look where this motel is, but at the same time I don't really care, but still crazy. That is the main freeway we were just on. I just got noodles, I got beef and broccoli, and I got orange chicken, and then I did end up getting some of the wonton things, though I should have probably ate that in the car while it was warmer, to be honest. These might be a bit cold. But do I really care? No, I'm still gonna eat them. If you couldn't understand that, I said I'm still gonna eat them. Probably gonna hop in the shower, do a face mask, let's chill, let's relax, let's vibe. Good morning. I'm not sure how well you can hear me right now. Beautiful mountains in the background. This drive is gorgeous. I almost would love to stay here. Could never live here, I don't think. Maybe, but probably not. How? 209? What? 209 for gas? How? How is that possible? Is this a trick? Because 209 seems impossible. I definitely knew I wanted to get gas before I got out of Utah because it's cheaper, but this random place has such cheap gas, and there's so many cars here filling up because gas is 209. I almost don't believe it. Like, am I gonna go up to the thing and it's gonna be like, only if you have this card or something? Because $209 seems insanely cheap. But the thing about these pumps is they pump so slow. So to fill up my tank, it takes like double the amount of time, but obviously it's way cheaper. I got nachos! So let's see me attempt to eat these while I drive. And hopefully I don't make an epic mess. Wish me luck. And I still haven't booked the hotel yet. And I was going to book it when I was there, but there was no service. Long story short, I'm probably not going to be stopping in Vegas, but I did stop at this little garden. It came up on the map as like something to see near me, and it's actually really pretty so far. So it's the Red Hills Desert Garden. So here's the map. It's actually huge. You are here and it goes all the way through here. It's so pretty up here, and they even have a swing that's overlooking the view. It's so beautiful. They have windows to, I guess, see the animals, maybe? Says, view inside the stream, direction of stream flow. That looks like a wall. Looks like a wall. It straight up looks like a wall because it's double pane glass, and on the other side of the glass is so much algae. It's just solid. You couldn't see a thing through this. Like, look how thick that is. There's no way you could see through that. It's just such a nice little loop where you're looping through and seeing so many different things. Oh, look at that. Like, look at that. That looks like a movie. Seriously, this is such a beautiful thing that they did. It's free to go to, ignore the sound of the highway, but it's free to go to. It's so prettily decorated. They have multiple species that they are trying to protect and display. It is just, it's so beautiful. And then they do all the Christmas stuff too. I would love to see it lit up. I'm almost tempted to stay until it lights up. I don't know what time it lights up. Oh look, they have a cute little path that goes literally over the water. Like, that just brings me so much happiness, that simple task. You can definitely tell they did a good job putting them all in the trees, on the pathway, and I kind of want to see it lit up. But I don't know what time the rest of them actually... But I don't... Oh! I was about to say I don't know what time the rest of them turn on, but look, they all turned on! That's so pretty. Come on, they even put them on all the cactuses. Oh, pretty sure my nose is so red like Rudolph because it's cold, and I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, so I've been here a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and I'm cold. Again, is it red? Is it red? Pretty sure it's red. I just can't seem to leave. It's so beautiful. With all the lights, the sun setting, the Christmas vibes, all the flowers and cactuses. Oh. And it's time to get back to LA and get into the warm car. Part of me is like, you have to get home. And then the other part of me is like, look at all the pretty Christmas lights in the glow of the sunset. We're in some kind of major slowdown. I'm not sure what accident is going on, but this is the fastest I've gone so far, is about 25-30 miles an hour, but most time we've been going like 10 miles an hour. There's my mileage. It is time to bring up all the stuff from my trip. I somehow wheeled this, carried this, and carried this. There are pickles. My grandpa, I guess, noticed the fact that I liked them, and he offered for me to bring a jar home with me, and I was like, yes, definitely, please.